I think we can all agree that the COVID-19 pandemic has drastically changed the housing market. In this video, I'm going to talk about two things that are going on right now. First is what is happening in the housing market today. Second is what are today's mortgage rates. All of the information for this video is based off of two primary sources that I've researched. One is called Redfin, and the second is called money.com. The first one is Redfin, and it is a pretty credible source. It is basically a website for a real estate brokerage. The second source for my research is this website called money.com, and it is also a pretty great resource if you're looking to find information about finances in general. So let's talk about the general market behavior right now. As we are speaking, there is a big buyer interest in rural areas. This has pushed housing supplies down and home prices up. Since the beginning of the pandemic, more and more people are looking for larger spaces, they are seeking for larger homes, they are leaving high-density urban centers for more open land. This can make house hunting a bit difficult since, compared to last year, the supply of houses in rural areas is down by 44%. Inventory is also declining in the suburbs, with a year-over-year drop above 38%. These are pretty big inventory drops, definitely not something you would normally see years ago. And not so surprisingly, the supply of houses in urban areas is down by 16%. So overall, the pandemic has made the suburban and the rural areas to be more of a popular choice among home buyers. The shortage for rural and suburban homes for sale has caused a shortage of the overall housing supply. Total number of homes for sale was down by about 34%. A lot of homeowners are staying put, and a lot of the houses that are listed for sale in rural and suburban areas are being snatched up really fast. So yeah, according to the stats, across the US, suburban home prices increased to 14.5%, making the average suburban home to be priced at $330,000. And rural prices were up by 16%, making the average urban home to be priced at $290,000. Even homes in urban areas were up by 15%, making the average urban home to be priced at $288,000. So yeah, it's difficult to foresee the future, but it's looking like the housing market for 2021 will see a strong and active market fueled by an increase in home building, strong demand, and still historically low mortgage rates. So now let's talk about the mortgage rates. The rates that I'm about to tell you are the most up-to-date rates as of the release of this video. And they are also assuming a credit score of 700, which you should probably have when you're buying a house. So the following are percentages of the average rates that are being offered by over 8,000 lenders across the country to people that are putting down 20%. For a 30-year fixed loan, the average rate right now is 3.086%. For a 15-year fixed loan, the average rate right now is 2.33%. These rates that I just mentioned are generally higher than the rates that you will see on Freddie Mac's website, which actually shows rates that are based off of the highest credit scores. And if you want to see for yourself, I highly recommend going to freddiemac.com, click on the research tab, and then select mortgage rates. You'll be able to see the most up-to-date mortgage rates. I go on this website every so often just to see for myself what the mortgage rates are across the country, and there's other resources as well which I recommend that you check out. And just as a fun little thing, I want to give two fun facts. One is which state has the highest mortgage rate. Second is which state has the lowest mortgage rate. I want you to let me know in the comments below which two states you were thinking of before I reveal the answer. And to answer this question, the state that has the lowest mortgage rates at 3.033%, it's Illinois. And the state that has the highest average mortgage rate at 3.144% is Nevada. Pretty interesting, right? Well, hopefully all of this information was helpful to you, whether you were just curious about what the current housing market is looking like, or if you are interested in buying a home. I always say it's always a good time to buy a home. That's because over a long period of time, the housing market generally has an upwards trend. So yeah, if you have any questions about buying a house now, or anything really, drop a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later.